And a good spiritual morning to you once again. I'm Father Cosmas. Thanks for joining me today for a quick chat and, of course, our morning cup of coffee. And for today, it being the first of the month, 1st of November, we celebrate, of course, the feast day of Saints Cosmas and Damianos. And they have a very special place in my heart because it's my feast day and my patron saints, Saint Cosmas, whom I'm named after. And so we celebrate today a feast of the Holy Unmercenaries, as they're known as. And it also connects a little bit to this time of year where it's, of course, election time for our midterms. And so it got me thinking about the connection between these two things. And I'm going to see if I can really stretch and make a connection. With St. Cosmas and Damianos, there were physicians. They were trained classically as doctors, as healers. And they went around everywhere healing as many people as they possibly could, and of course never accepting payment. That's why they're known as anarchiri, or unmercenaries, because they never took any money and they healed people. And so there's something really amazing about that as an example for us, because they're sort of servant leaders. You know, they're very well educated. I mean, they're doctors, and at that time in society, of course, they're very well educated. However, they're serving others without taking anything in return. What an interesting concept. And so you can see the clumsy segue and connection that I'm making to our election cycle, that we hope to have servant leaders. And that's what we're hoping to elect. Not just leaders, but leaders who are serving our society and serving the people. And how, by extension, each and every one of us are called to be servant leaders. That as much as we possibly can, we use whatever gifts God has given us to be able to help others, and do it as much as we possibly can without looking for anything in return, without trying to benefit or gain anything for ourselves, rather storing up the treasure in heaven and the blessings in the life that is to come. And that's a wonderful example for us to think about, and something that I try to contemplate, and we should all contemplate around this time of year. What are our gifts? What are my gifts? What has God blessed me with? And how can I use those gifts to serve others, to help others, and to do it in a way that then makes me a better Christian and helps me then hopefully get closer and closer to Christ, and then by direct result of that, I end up with him forever and ever in the kingdom of heaven. That's basically a summary, you know, in a sense, of the spiritual life. Very reduced, simplified version of it, but it's a great way of thinking about it. What can we do? What are our gifts, and how can we use them, and are we using them? And perhaps now that we're getting into the holiday season, what better ways can we use them so that we can help others and serve others and receive the warmth and the joy in our heart for knowing that we're doing God's will and we're acting in a Christ-like way each and every day. Amen.